Welcome to daily recap for September 22nd, 2020. Um, let's just get started. So we had Bank of England speaker Bailey speaking. So prior to that, what we were looking for was we had our intraday level at 133.0 right there. So we were essentially looking for sells down there since price was remaining below one. So we created a high at lower high 134.2. And once it came down, we created another lower high at 134.0. And we know that once that lower time frame lower high was complete, then this would be met first, and then make a new low at 133 right before news. So let's go over this. So this is where I'll show you where I entered. This was before pre-London. This happened, and then right here, this pushed up, and I entered on the first 15-minute candle of the 4 hour that opens 2 hours before London open. And I'll show you my exact reason for entry. So I know on 1 hour price created a lower high at 134.2, right? And then lower time frame came down down below 134, and then we went above, created another lower high. So this is now a lower. This is lower than this, right? Market structure, and we're closing below 134. So once we're below 134, we're gonna continue down, right? Because we were closing above it, and that's a key level. So this right here, I entered in this price action and I had, I think, 1 pip of drawdown, and then I took partial positions at 133.45, and then I took the rest of them profit at 133.2. So that was for me 7.4%. On 15-minute, it looked hella clean, so we consolidated until this consolidation was just until London Open, price pushed down. And then you see we came down to 133.04. We didn't tap 133, but it's close enough, right? Close enough. And then market structure shifted in the 1 minute, and you see, and then price pushed up due to a little bit of optimism that Bailey was speaking on. But there was also down. There was also like negatives that he was talking about that we're heading into, like the next couple months are going to be even more detrimental on the economy. So I still think price can continue down. If we stay below 134, it can continue down, right? And then continue down to 133. See what happens there. If we break it, then we'll go down to our target at 132. Okay. So for one of our first target is already met. This looks like it's a lower high in the higher time frame. So if we can stay below it, you see how sometimes it gets a little bit choppy at 134. So that's why it's a bit it's a high traffic area. But once we break 133, then we can continue down to 132. Still a nice pip range. GBP AUD was garbage, so I'm not even going to go over that. But this is GBP CAD. GBP CAD was very clean. So initially, so this was the previous lower high, right? Lower high right here. Okay, cool. So what price was doing prior to pre-London? Oops, I don't know why this just happened. So what price was doing prior to pre-London was, okay, we rejected here earlier in the day before we got the move up, and now we were just consolidating, right? We were consolidating, and price was making higher lows. So this was just a period of order flow generating, orders being generated in the market for the sell move. How did we know the sell was incoming? Because what I did was I saw price consolidating, okay? Price consolidating, and I was like, okay, if price breaks this consolidation, we're heading down. We're filling the sell range. And I'll even show where I sent that. So I sent, just 1 second, I'm about to pull it up. But I called this, and I'm just trying to find the link. I should have been more prepared here. Right here, 1 second. So this was at, where is it? 1:14 a.m., which is an hour 45 minutes before London Open. So I called this here, and then I even circled the consolidation. So once that broke, we'd continue down to here, and exactly what happened. And I'll show you. So consolidation broke, came down, created a lower high, retested consolidation, continued down, lower high, we reached our level. Okay, this was super clean. I didn't take this because I was in GJ, and I finished my week already. So this was a nice 65 pips. GJ moved more, but that's okay. GP Cat still did a nice move and could have left the runner, gotten another couple 20 pips out of it. But then we went back up to here, rejected this previous high right on the 1 hour. And I'll show you why that was drawn. 1 hour wicks, right? So that's the previous high, right? So that's still market structure. What we can look for next is, now that we've broken past 1.69800, which was our key level. And I said, once you get that, we'll retest safe sells once we break it. So what we can expect now is we created a lower high, right? So now this is our essentially our new low. What will we have to do next? Retest and then continue down. So in 1 hour, 30 minutes, it could look something like this. So price, we're currently at this market structure here, right? So let's say price does something like this, continues up, retest, and then like there's a liquidity grab, and then price starts going down, right? So this would be something where we would take sells at this key level when price is actively reacting to it. All right. It may not hit 1.69800 exactly, but anywhere between this key level is what we would be looking for sells. And then continuation. Let's say first you want to target this area. So let's say you get it on a sell here. First, you can target this market structure right here, right? And stop loss like 15 pips minimum for GBP CAD. And then you can leave a runner to like this area, and then essentially reach our low down there, our weekly target. So GBP CAD is looking super nice. I'm done for the week. If I do trade this, I will lower my risk. But thanks for watching. Hope this was useful. This is I honestly think these moves are nice, and I said even GBP CAD might set up later on in the week. So watch out for keep looking for the analysis. Rewatch the analysis video if you need a refresher. I know I do that a couple times a week, because it's always good to know what you set out as your bias before the week started, so you don't get caught up in any small price action that you see might distract you from the overall bigger picture. Okay, so thanks for watching. Yeah, thanks for the constant support. Appreciate all of you.